So glad everyone is here. I thought we would do a little bit of free writing. Is everyone up for some free writing? Free writing? I have a prompt. Thumbs up from Hugh, nod from Diana, a yes from Trent and Nicole. Back to our theme of texture. So in the moment that your character is faced with a decision, that's the crisis. They're faced with the decision. Should I do this over here or that over there? And in that moment, before they decide, so in that moment of crisis, describe what they're thinking and feeling about that moment and include texture and smell if you can. So texture and smell and thinking and feeling about that decision. It needs to be a hard decision, not easy decision, somewhat hard. And we'll do 5 minutes. Does that sound good? 5 minutes. All right. I'll see you all in 5 minutes at 5:55. Nicole, did you work on your story?
No, I gotta figure out what I want to add to what they created.
That's great. Right. So you were deciding, you were thinking about things.
Yep,
Excellent.
I guess I count.
Absolutely counts. Everything counts.
Okay, great.
I count it. Great.
Tobias stumbled and shuffled down the rocky slope. The Archgall were under attack, and he couldn't move quickly enough, slipping on the wet, loose
Screen.
scree that dug through the soles of his boots. He wasn't sure if his magic would reach that distance. Should he stop and try to get closer? He was so tired, so very tired from having battled the Slages earlier that day, and now the Archgall, exhausted and bloodied, were besieged by royal soldiers. What was the king thinking? Tobias stopped. He had to do something. He lifted his arms to cast heat, but lost his balance, slamming down onto the sharp stones.
Whoa. Lots of great textures there.
uh,
I love that. It's great. All right, Diana's.
As Clara couched in her chair, she realized that everything Prince Adrian had told her was right. She never should have revealed that Drosselmeyer was her godfather. What was she gonna do? Clara, the queen's eyes were narrow, probing. Why didn't your family report their contact with Drosselmeyer? Should she tell the queen the truth about Drosselmeyer? She had already blurted out that he was her godfather, and it would be easier to tell the truth than to try to make something up on the spot. Then again, Drosselmeyer was apparently a wanted criminal in this kingdom. What if they put her away simply for knowing him? A shiver of fear went down Clara's back, and she knocked against the hard wooden surface of the chair. Its rough surface was so unrefined compared to the gilded decorations of the throne room. She felt like a thorny weed growing in an ornamental garden. Even the flowery perfume of the crowd screamed that she didn't belong, covered as she was in the tangy sweat from her hike to the palace.
Really, really fun. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Edward raced down the wet midnight cobblestone street, the air sucked into his lungs as sandpaper. I must get to the prison before the worst and unthinkable happens to Esther. At the prison doors, the sheets of metal stood tall and domineering, paint peeled from its surface, crying its history of tears frozen in time. Quick, there was no time to hesitate. He balled his fist and hammered against the door, again. Even when his fleshy side of his fist pounded in pain, he used the rhythm of the pain to pound harder against the prison doors. Let me in! The inner lock of the giant door whined and creaked. At last.
So visceral. Literally. Thank you. Awesome. All right. Good job, everyone.